Our study was entitled Reported Self-Efficacy of Public Health Professionals During COVID-19. My name is Brandy Nobling. I am an associate professor and chair of the public health program at Salisbury University, and I'm presenting this poster on behalf of my research partner, Ashley Petrolino, who is an assistant clinical professor of public health at Salisbury University. So trying to summarize this in 3 to 5 minutes here. So overall, just kind of in response to the public health change kind of in workforce needs and roles and duties due to the pandemic. We wanted to get a sense of how the COVID-19 pandemic had affected those in the professions that work to serve others. So health educators kind of coming to the forefront in terms of helping and assisting at various levels as the professional chameleons that we are, how that looked with the pandemic. And so our overall question was, how has the pandemic impacted those who serve to help others? So what we did was developed a survey that consisted of demographics. Then some of those demographics had branching items to explore things like technology use or type of work site setting. And then based on those demographic responses, participants were then directed to a set of questions that assessed their level of confidence in their professional practice ability since COVID-19 and their selected levels of confidence in selected in-check areas of responsibility since COVID-19. So you can see kind of on the method section, we use Qualtrics for the survey. We also had parts in the survey with, text boxes, so participants could write in, clarify, provide more information on their quantitative responses on the Likert type scales. And then also an option for participants to describe what aspects of their professional practice had changed the most and the least. And then we ran some descriptive and non-parametric statistics. So the results in terms of the demographics, just to give you a snapshot of who our priority population was, mean age, race, graduate degree earned, MCHES or CHES certified, and then the 3 most common work settings. Just to back up for a second, so in terms of who our population was, we surveyed individuals who were members of SOPHE and in-check. So either they were a member of SOPHE, they were a member of in-check by holding a CHES or MCHES certification, or perhaps both, and how we reached out. So in terms of the findings, table 1 is looking at the confidence in their professional practice abilities. Now, this is one of those branching items for individuals in the demographic section who reported being in education, whether that was at the college or university setting or at K through 12, at the K through 12 level. So most of the, breakdown, there were interesting pieces here, there with the various levels. Overall, the majority of the participants had fairly high confidence levels in their ability to communicate with students, with colleagues, with supervisors. The low part, which we've circled in red here, that was one of the most surprising findings to us as the researchers, was the confidence levels in maintaining that work-life balance, with only 29 reporting minimally confident and 17% not confident at all. In table 2, we're looking at the selected levels of confidence in the in-check areas of responsibility based on the HESPA 2, 8 areas of responsibility. In the actual survey, we broke it down to the competency level, but just for the sake of space on the poster, we just summarized all that and put that into the 8 areas. So overall, the highest area, the area of responsibility with the highest level of competence was area 8, ethics and professionalism. The area with the lowest levels of self-efficacy was area 1 with assessing needs. So kind of our big takeaway with this, you know, health educators were not immune to feeling the impact of COVID-19 on their professional practice. And with that telling finding of the low confidence in the work-life balance, maybe could be due to the transition to telework and working from home, amongst the domestic distractions. You know, when you don't have that separate setting in which you work and in which you live, you might have children who are homeschooling, you might have pets, you might have the doorbell ringing regularly because of Amazon deliveries, et cetera. You know, it's hard to find that clear delineation between work and the rest of your life. So that was one potential thought we had as researchers that might explain that. And then in terms of the in-check areas of responsibility, perhaps this could be due to the level of uncertainty around the pandemic. These data were collected in the summer of 2020. So, you know, still trying to navigate, not quite 6 months into the pandemic of, you know, we were mostly taking it day by day back then. So not being confident in, you know, how to use tools to best recruit and engage community members, all that could be impacted by that. Day-to-day kind of survival mode we were in the summer of 2020. So that's our short synopsis of our poster. Be interested in talking with any of you, you know, further during our live poster recording session. Our references are down below, bottom right. And thank you for listening.